chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
First carry for James Conner, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. The Cardinals looking for that first win of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0 for 4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Holding, offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Murray going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On second down, there's the option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 92 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Justin Tucker on the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Murray to Connor on the check down. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. And Jackson throwing once more. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Going to be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams started to rise. They look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and there were a few factors as to why they built this good-sized advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 38, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Tylan Wallace, 39 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 7, Murray.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Murray. Rolling to his right. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The offense on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Murray now on first down.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray flush to his right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Murray.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Being chased out left.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Murray now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
Murray's pass complete to Zach Ertz. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
Murray going to throw. Finding Ertz again.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Cardinals.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Murray, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will extend their lead even further.
Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah,
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Murray.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Murray with a 3rd and long.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says,